Hey, hey, friends. Happy to have you here. Happy Sunday. Fix yourself a drink. We're going to listen to some music, get high, and enjoy each other's company. Very happy to see you guys here. Here's some Azimuth. What's up, Jacob? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hello, hello. Here's some Azimuth. I've described Azimuth as a Brazilian prog rock. As early as today, as a matter of fact, I received a visit today. Got woken up right out of bed. What's his name? Fucking Gazebo of Regret, Chad. Has been in Montreal over the last couple of days, but he kind of showed himself only a few days ago. It's like, hey, you're in Montreal. Cool, you know? Now, you guys know that I sleep late at night. I mean, I went to bed at 9 a.m. It's kind of par for the course. I'm a night owl. So I was in bed when the doorbell rang, and my wife tells me, Sam, someone's here for you. What? Yeah, Sam, Chad is here for you from Vinyl Junkies. Now, I kind of put two together. I knew who it was that came by. But the dude just basically took a bus and decided to come visit before taking off to the airport. Which is crazy, because, I mean, I live in the suburbs. The buses aren't really the best here, especially not on the weekend. So the dude had to walk like 20 minutes with a suitcase and shit. And came back all sweaty and stuff. But hung out. He wasn't sure how it would be received that he just kind of shows up out of the blue. It's never a good idea. But I was cool. I was happy to see him. Say, hey man, you made an effort, you know? So we got to hang out a little bit today. Had a coffee. And drove him to the airport. Sam, you don't really have to drive me to the airport. It's okay. Well, you're here. I mean, I'm going to drive you to the airport. It's 20 minutes, you know? So, that's what we wound up doing. I can confirm without any doubt that the airports are still completely crazy. Like usually, I've done the drive to the airport like many of you, right? Picking people off, dropping people off. It's a normal drive. It's not a very far drive from my house, too. 20 minutes long. 20 minutes away from my place. But the lineup to get into the airport today was the longest that I've ever been a part of. Sat in traffic in the shortest period of time for about half an hour before I finally got him to the gates and he was able to be on his way. So, what it definitely taught me is that I'm not taking no planes for the rest of this year. Nothing. I'm going to just hang out for a bit and, you know, next year we can start thinking about flying again. Welcome new people. Welcome old people. New people, where did you catch the show? I see a few of you. You're obviously not patrons yet. So, be our guests. Happy to have you as guests. This is a pretty tight community of people, Vinyl Junkies. We all know each other. We all actually really love hanging out with each other. I think that's fair to say. Eh? We all love hanging out with each other. Our God streams, new patron 2. New guide 2, right? I've never seen you here before, G-Rod. Be my guest, man. I'm good with it. Sundays is a sort of chill broadcast for me. I bring down the week, so I don't go with metal, you know? POH Live is also not a patron, though, right? This is the first time that you caught live watching from the UK. Yeah, dude, I love it. Yeah, Blasma, but you gotta stop with the fucking emojis in my room. You're a guest and I'm happy to see it, but you're driving me crazy with those fucking emojis. Please understand that we actually use this chat to have conversations with each other because we know each other, so, you know. You're a new dude. Be a new dude. Enjoy what we do. If you like it enough, you'll become a patron. You know what I'm saying? Like our pizza dude from UK. You'll become a patron if you like it. I know that for you it's a little bit different because, 5 hours ahead, right? But I gotta tell you, man, lots and lots and lots of UK people. I fucking love it. G-Rod, you're gonna become a patron again? Good stuff. Athrax, be quiet. My dude, man, every summer, all he wants to go do is go out and hunt. Let him out earlier today. We had the biggest flash storm. Like rain fucking coming down like in buckets. The trees swaying and shit. The cat came in like 30 seconds later. I realized I really love my cat. I mean, that's not speaking out of any normalcy type of thing, because it seems like a lot of people are fairly, obsessed with their animals. You can count me as one of those. Sam, that's so basic. You're like everybody. It's like, well, fuck, what do you want me to tell you, man? I love my Anthrax. He's a good dude. Banjo, for those of you who came, what I do in life is exactly what I'm doing now, Blasma. This is my job. You're in my job right now. Consider this an online bar for patrons only. You're in it. You're a guest. If you like it, you'll come back and you'll become a patron. No, don't let him out. Leave him alone for now. He's good for now. If he becomes annoying, I'll tell you to let him out. Oh, you're talking about the cat. This is it, man. I do this humble radio show from my home. I run this community, which is pretty much the best fucking community on the internet, I think. Best music community on the internet. It's really great. So, we'll play a few tunes and hang out, you know. Having my coffee. All of you that are here, our man Nelson, it's his birthday. Did you know that? So, join me in wishing Nelson a happy birthday. As a matter of fact, buy him a request if you want. You know that he's going to do it right. He knows what the Sunday vibe's all about. New people, if you like what we do, patreon.com/finaljunkies. That's where it is that you can become a patron. I'm about to put up the link. I'm going to play you some cool music next. Want to see what's in our archive? Go have a look at our archive. Drop a tip. Let me play you a song. So from Brazil, we're going to go to Japan now, okay? Japanese city pop has made an enormous resurgence. Like enormous. So that's what we're going to be listening to. Yeah, I'll mention banjo again later. So why don't we listen to this record that, very frankly, I don't know who sent it yet. You guys have to remind me. Yukihiro Takahashi. This might have been a Fossil Hunter record. That's the kind of record that she would send me. My guess is that her dad used to have it or something, and Sam doesn't have it. You know what? He needs some Yukihiro Takahashi in his collection. I have so much Japanese stuff. I really love my Japanese records. I do. So, what else are we going to play, man? What part of the show do we dig into? Let's listen to some Yukihiro Takahashi for now, and give me some requests, friends. Go check it out. Love to be here with you. Go get yourself a drink. We're going to spend a few hours together. Happy to be here. sure. I don't think that Adrian's the one who sent this. Usually I'm pretty good at remembering Adrian's records. I think this one was a Hannah. Hannah's very much into the Japanese stuff and the Yellow Magic Orchestra stuff. So, wouldn't be surprised. I mean, unless I forgot. That's always a possibility, too. Plasma! You enjoying yourself? Yeah? I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself. We play a lot of different music here. I always tell people, hang out, get comfortable, join the conversation. See if it's your vibe. If it's your vibe, join us tomorrow, man. Or join us and become a patron. You know what I'm saying? I've been wearing a lot of the same muumuus. I dug into the closet and found one that I haven't worn yet. So. Alright, guys. More Japan? You guys good with that? This one's definitely a Nelson record. The next one that I love very much. Masayoshi Takanaka. Dude's amazing. I've noticed that anything that shows the ocean or these fun kind of things, that's the city pop. Was it you who sent it? Listen, it could have been you. I put this shit in the notes, eh? So, if it's in the notes, I'll find it. All of Me is the name of the record. It's one of my favorite records with the city pop stuff. Adrian, you know what you want to do me a favor? I can't remember. Pacific. You know the album Pacific? I know because you sent it to me. Who did that? Is that Hosono? That's not Hosono, is it? Thanks, Jacob. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Were you a fan of John Peel? A big part of what I do here with music is an absolute head nod to John Peel. Massive, massive, massive fan. Big respect for him. So, I tell myself that's probably the reason why we have so many UK listeners. They're just used to listening to radio, you know? So, I'm happy, man. I'm really happy that we do have these listeners. Actually, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, pretty soon. It's coming. I'm going to be doing the afternoon shows also. So, those of you in the different time zones, it'll be a bit more convenient. Yeah, it looks like it's a Hosono record. I'm going to pick up, I'm going to play that next. I've been meaning to play it. I've had it on my mind for a while, so. We started off with Brazil, but it looks like we're going to stay in Japan for at least a little bit. Gonna go get a Hosono record. Not many decent radio shows in the UK these days, dude. I can say that we have an amazing radio show here. With a few, not caveats, that's not fair. But you got to be willing to listen to everything. So there's no genre that I stick with. I think it's fair to say, right, we listen to like everything here. Often in the same show. So I think it takes a certain type of listener from a strictly music point of view to like the show. It's got to be somebody with a very, very wide taste in music, and it's got to be somebody. The listener has to be somebody who's very comfortable and appreciates listening to stuff they've never heard before. You know, I like doing talk-ups, telling you about the records, telling you about the artist, because if you like it, you're going to go out and buy it for yourself. I want this. I want to be with the record nerds. I want to be with the people who love music so much they go out and buy it. Blasma, what it is that I would tell you is lay back a bit and catch how we do things. You're asking a lot of questions. You're new. I can see that you're excited, and I'm happy. I don't want to destroy your excitement, but we do things a certain way. If you want to know if I have a record, we have an entire archive, first of all. So you can go take a look at the archive and see what I have and what I don't. There are 8,000 records in the archive, so there's plenty of choice. There's the link right there in the comments. Just click and check yourself what we have in the comments. Secondly, requests and that kind of thing are minimum $10, 3 for $25, and it's for only patrons. So if you're a patron, get yourself a song. Happy to do it. Here's some Masayoshi Takanaka from 1979. Let me go get some Hosono for you, okay? Masayoshi Takanaka, All of Me. This is a record that you can drop the needle on any song, and it's just, if you like what you heard, you're going to like the record. It's fucking dopeness. Very much a fan. Gotta say, though, I mean, dude knows what he's talking about. Adrian knows how to pick records. Listen to me, Nelson, with respect, I can't just keep copying and pasting from the comments here. If you can take all of your records and the picks that you make and send them to me via private message on Twitch, that I could do for you. Number one. Number two, I saw a Joy Division pick. I'm not doing any Joy Division tonight. I'm not doing any of that today. Jazz vibe, man. I'll do Mad World. It's kind of chill. But no post-punk. I don't want to do that. Not on Sunday. I'm sure you'll come up with, what do you have, 6 requests? I mean, 6 regular length requests. If you want longer tunes, you can combo that shit up, but I'll play whatever you want. As a matter of fact, considering it's your birthday and you got so many tunes, which doesn't surprise me. People love you. You're the best, dude. We're going to make a set that'll work together. Yeah, it's... Like Metallica might have a really, really chill song, but I don't want to fucking play it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we should be giving space to the artists that we don't usually give space to necessarily during the show. Drive-by Trucker, the Vibe Merchant. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. I think you know that. Yeah, dude. Somebody got you an entire set, plus you got 3 different songs, including from Wifey. Listen to me, Harmdarm. Are you a patron? What's going on with these people? Like you're new here. Act like you're new here. With respect. I like having new people. I really do. I love the fact that you guys dig the show. But you're in a community filled with people that know each other. This is a dive bar. It's a gathering place for people who want to hang out, who love music, and it's just, you don't just shout out requests. If you're new, be our guest. Are you a guest or are you a patron? If you're not a patron, you're a guest. I'm happy to have you as a guest. Enjoy yourselves. If you like it, feel free to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month. Patreon.com/FinalJunkies. Or you can listen quietly. It's up to you. But if it's your first time listening, be our guest. Enjoy the conversation. Enjoy everyone. You know what I'm saying? No metal tonight, Jazz Chicago. Sunday's the one day I don't metal. It's not a religious thing. It's more a thing of just wanting to kind of, bring it down sometimes. I saw that you had a little bit of a medical emergency with your dog Zoe. Drive-by trucker, Sean. Sean's got a Weimaraner. Beautiful dog. You're not being disrespectful if you didn't know you were being disrespectful. Hard arm, like seriously. It's just hang out, man. Chill, You don't need to worry. If you like what we do, you're going to like the conversation. But requests are for patrons. So yeah, he had to send his dog to the doggy emergencies. That's something that I'm feeling a little bit right now. Those of you who came down to Montreal noticed Banjo. Banjo's a beautiful boy, I love that animal. Very gentle. He's got some lumps on him. He's getting old, right? He's 9 years old, so he's got some lumps on him, and the lumps aren't fucking closing up. And we had taken him to the vet before to see what it is. We know it's not cancerous or any of that stuff. However, it's the same fucking thing that keeps opening up, and now he's got another one on the side that's been happening too. And the reason they didn't do anything the first time around is because the vets probably figured, okay, it's going to go away maybe, give it a chance to kind of like shrink down by itself. But that's not happening. So next Friday we got to take him to the vet, and well, The last time it was not cancerous. If it's not cancerous, it looks like probably in order to fix what he has type of thing, we're going to have to put him under. He might have to get an operation and like have them removed. And if that's the case, it's going to cost a fucking fortune because if they got to operate on a dog, they got to put him down. Oh yeah, they got to like, put him to sleep, that kind of thing. God damn. That shit gets expensive, you know? I had the conversation with my wife. He's 9, but the thing is that the dog's really good. You know what I mean? He's an older dog, but he's got his, like, he's not all fucked up. You know, like dogs when they get really old, right? They can't walk. You can see it's the end of the life. So for me, I don't believe in extending a dog's life or a pet's life forever. Dude, pet insurance is something I gotta talk to you about because I gotta get pet insurance for my next fucking cat or dog. Just pet insurance has to happen. But like if a dog has something like cancer, nah, listen to me, man. Even if like it would break my heart if that was the case with Banjo, because Banjo's got his character still. He's got his senses. Yeah, he's losing his hearing a bit. He's losing his eyesight a bit, but still, he's still okay. But I don't believe in keeping a dog or a cat or any animal just going forever. Once they reach a point where, there's something that's not working out, for me, I put them down. And it's not necessarily to save the money. It's to be humane. You got to give the animal a good quality of life, and we have a choice. So I laid it out with the family. If it's not cancer, I know he's probably got only 2-3 years to live. It's like, and honestly, look, these types of things, these are the types of operations that'll cost $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. It's fucking expensive, man. I know it is already. And I told my wife, I told my kid the same thing. Look, as long as it's not cancer kind of thing, as long as it's not the kind of thing that, is going to completely ruin him, we're going to keep him going and we're going to do what we have to do. When you get a dog, you got to deal with the medical expenses. It's part of the deal. And if it's something bad, then we're all going to cry like crazy. And we're going to say goodbye. I hope that's not the case because I love that animal. My wife complains all the time because he's a big whiner. Like, he's a big fucking whiner. But he's also extremely attached to Andre. Like, extremely so. Follows her around. It's beautiful to see. But I can see for my wife how it could be a complete pain in the ass because the dude starts whining at 3:30 a.m. to go out for fucking... To go outside. And then he wants to be fed. And it's like, the whole damn thing. So, yeah, he's a big baby. He's a big, beautiful baby. Gentle as fuck. I love that animal. Really, I do. But we might have to, we might have a decision on our hand. I hope that that's not the case. I want to keep him around. I think it's fair to say, both me and my wife are in our 50s now. I think we're done with big dogs. Andre can't handle big dogs. I understand. I do. But we like fuzzy friends, man. We like furry friends here. We've had animals. Andre and I have had animals every day since we've lived together. We started living together maybe a year or two before we got married. And I've always had a dog kind of thing. Since my early 20s, I've had a dog. I wasn't allowed to have pets growing up. So, I got a dog as quickly as I could. When my parents divorced and my father left the house, I got the first Anthrax immediately. I was 18 years old. Anthrax the first didn't wind up coming home with me. Anthrax the first stayed with my mom. But, fuzzy friends are important, man. But it fucking hurts when they pass, doesn't it? Yeah. Pizza Boy says your cat's your best friend. Joseph, I understand. Like I do. I love my cat. I fucking love Anthrax. It's crazy. I I have so much affection for him. And it's so weird, right? Because it's like you see all the cat memes, you see fucking Instagram, all the cat accounts and all this. It's like, yeah, bitch, I'm a basic bitch. I'm just another one of you. It's like, I loved it. So, they make our life better. I forgot who was asking. A guest was asking. Let me ask. Let me answer a question, okay, guests. I'm happy to answer your questions when I can, okay? But one of you asked if I listen to any roots reggae, and actually respectfully said it's not. I'm not asking for a request. I'm just asking, if I play roots reggae. Uh, why don't you ask people? Why don't you ask people in the community if I play? Yeah, I saw your request, Nelson. I'll get to all of them. Yeah. I played, a solid hour of roots reggae yesterday? I have a lot of reggae records. I love reggae. So. One thing I sometimes wind up doing is going on long fucking Yellow Man jags. Some of you have been around for those. I'll just go and play 45 straight minutes or an hour of straight of Yellow Man because I love them. So yeah, man. We do play a little bit of everything. Our Brazilian listeners love the fact that I play a ton of Brazilian stuff as well. Which song did you have stuck in your head, Nelson? Hey, yellow man, are you a Rasta man, are you a normal man? Is that the one? Ready for we, ready for we. That fucking song, dude, that album, if you ever see it, man, and it's by no means is it his most popular record or anything. It's the one that I play obsessively. Yellow Man and General Trees. It's unbelievable. Shouldn't be difficult to find either, and it shouldn't be expensive. Although I gotta say, I've seen, much to my big shock, I've noticed it seems like Yellow Man records are starting to get expensive. Like I went to the record store in Glens Falls and they had a copy of a Yellow Man record on the wall. $40. Like, what? $40 for a Yellow Man record, really, eh? Okay. That wasn't the case just a few years back. So. All right. How about we go to Brazil again? Have any of you heard of Di Mello? This is the shit. Great record. Like it a lot. The songs are kind of short, so I'll probably let it play for a few, You do like it here, eh, Jacob? Yeah, dude. I'm happy that that's the case. That's the thing, right? You give people a chance to hang out, and we're a big crew here. If you like the crew, you like hanging out, you get a good vibe, you're going to want to come back, and you're going to want to be part of it. And when you are, we are here to receive you. You become a patron and you're on your way. Is it required? No. I don't give a fuck if you become a patron or not. But if you want to be a part of this community, you got to be a patron. You can listen for free. I'm good with that. But if you want to be a part of the community, you want to take part, you got to be a patron. Why? Because I'm a big hippie who believes that when you go to a party, you show up with something. Even if you're poor, you show up with a bag of chips. $2 a month is a bag of chips. Less, actually. So, I was thinking a little bit today, actually over the last little while, And it's a question that I asked a lot with Vinyl Junkies. It's like, what are your aspirations, Sam? What do you want to do with Vinyl Junkies? I got asked that just today by Chad, Gazebo of Regret, And my answer to him made me happy because it's something that I've come to realize. My plan is to do exactly what I'm doing now forever. I don't need to grow the show more. I like it. I like having people, but I want the right people. I want to get to know people. I want to develop relationships. So I'm going to be in Germany next year. I want to know that we've built a relationship after hanging out together and listening to music and chatting, going through good times, going through bad times. So when I do make it to Germany, I'm going to have friends from the UK coming, and I have friends from all over Europe. Just like we did in San Francisco and just like we did in Montreal. That's not going to happen with just anybody. That you do with real people. That you do when you need to build relationships. So I already know that when I go to Germany, look, we got a trio right away. And I don't have to worry about anybody else. I'm going to be there, Bart's going to be there, and Gonzo's going to be there. Chances are Marmalade's going to wind up showing up from fucking, from Belgium. We're going to have people from France. We're going to have people from everywhere. But, I mean, people aren't going to come and just hang out if you don't have a connection. You want to build that connection. And I think that's kind of like the point of this, you know? Build connections over music. Have a conversation. Spend a few hours together. You don't want to spend a few hours with people you don't like. You don't want to spend a few hours in a conversation, in an online chat that's toxic. You don't want that. I know I don't. So when I got asked, what are your goals? It's like, yeah, that's it. So, wouldn't be like, you know, maybe hosting a show on Sirius. I'd love to host a show on Sirius or anything else for a big audience. And I mean, I know I can do it without any problem. But I'm not gonna give up anything for it. I don't want it that badly. I can do it, kind of thing, but I'm not willing to make sacrifice. I'm not willing to give up things that are important to me in order to do that. Right now, we're getting what we want. Bunch of friends. I know who Gonzo is. I know who Pizza Boy is. I'm getting to know Jacob. I know Nelson. I know Jan. I know all of you. And we all know each other. That's worth it. I also noticed that you guys are making memes of me. How the fuck do you make memes? But I've noticed memes of me. It's pretty funny. All right, folks. Let's listen to some Portuguese music, okay? I'm going to let a few songs play. I'm slowly going to start getting to Nelson's request. It's Nelson's birthday, yo. So, you want to get him a song? Can I tell you something? You guys know when you listen to his own stream, he plays sides. The fucker knows what he's doing. He knows, man. He knows. He's got taste. And he's the best. Love you, my brother. Here's some Di Mello.
Dá jeito nesse teu sistema. Teus modos te condenam, tá na cara, não vai dar. Vê se te manca, entra em outra cena. Este pau que é pequeno não te caberá. Vê se dá jeito nesse teu sistema. Teus modos te condenam, tá na cara, não vai dar. Vê se te manca, entra em outra cena. Este pau que é pequeno não te caberá. Ô perna longa, ei, ei, ei. Ô perna longa, ei, ei, ei. Ô perna longa, ô perna longa, vê se corre pra pegar o tempo, que o tempo não para, que tu quebra a cara. Vê se corre pra pegar o tempo, que o tempo não para, que tu quebra a cara. Vê se dá jeito nesse teu sistema. Teus modos te condenam, tá na cara, não vai dar. Vê se te manca, entra em outra cena. Este pau que é pequeno não te caberá. Vê se dá jeito nesse teu sistema. Teus modos te condenam, tá na cara, não vai dar. Vê se te manca, entra em outra cena. Este pau que é pequeno não te caberá. Ô perna longa, ei, ei, ei. Ô perna longa, ei, ei, ei. Ô perna longa, ei, ei, ei. Ô perna longa, vê se corre pra pegar o tempo, que o tempo não para, que tu quebra a cara. Vê se corre pra pegar o tempo, que o tempo não para, que tu quebra a cara. Vê se corre pra pegar o tempo, que tua imagem refletida em meu espelho. Parei no ar com teu jeitão frio e matreiro e fiz voltar o teu sorriso prateado. Minha estrela, talvez tu possas clarear o mundo inteiro, mas sempre mostra o teu sorriso verdadeiro, vendo o presente sem pensar em mal passado. Minha estrela, girai na noite até o raiar do dia. Se tiver força, vem que eu canto a melodia. Não quero ver o teu sorriso magoado. Minha estrela, girai na noite até o raiar do dia. Se tiver força, vem que eu canto a melodia. Não quero ver o teu sorriso magoado. Não, não. Quero ver o teu sorriso magoado. Não quero ver o teu sorriso magoado. Não quero ver o teu sorriso magoado. Minha estrela, minha estrela, minha estrela. Não, não quero ver o teu sorriso magoado. Não quero ver teu sorriso magoado. Não, não quero ver o teu sorriso magoado. Entrou em choque publicitário. Foi forte a queda do seu império. É golpe duro pra milionário. Com honorários torna-se servo. Deu pane no nervo do cérebro. Taquicardia e revertério. Momentos trágicos, instantes sórdidos. Tombou perplexo em pleno orbe. A ele que dizia que queria morrer doce quando o mundo acabasse em mel. Mel. A ele que dizia que queria morrer doce quando o mundo acabasse em mel. Mel. Entrou em choque publicitário. Foi forte a queda do seu império. É golpe duro pra milionário. Com honorários torna-se servo. Deu pane no nervo do cérebro. Taquicardia e revertério. Momentos trágicos, instantes sórdidos. Tombou perplexo em pleno orbe. A ele que dizia que queria morrer doce quando o mundo acabasse em mel. Mel. Ele que dizia que queria morrer doce quando o mundo acabasse em mel. 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 Mel.
see, the tunes are short, so let me play a couple for you. Thanks, you guys, for explaining things to our guests. I appreciate it. Jacob Eats Pizza. What's the difference between sub on Twitch or Patreon? Subbing on Twitch removes the commercials. So you're not going to catch any ads. And they take half of that subscription. Half comes to me, half comes to the channel, half goes to them. Patreon is members only, and we get it all. But it's not about the money when it comes to Patreon. It really is about just doing... It's the act of community. So you do what you can. I'm Italian, so I always grew up with the thing that if you go somewhere, you bring something. I'm one of those, you know? So, that's the idea, man. All right. What are we going to do? If you have Amazon Prime, yeah, sub to our channel, man. It's good for us. It's appreciated. It costs you nothing. It's just, you just got to do it. Abdul Jabbar, if you want to take out a set, you can take out a set. I'm happy to accommodate you. It's Jazz Sunday, though. Doesn't necessarily have to be only jazz, but kind of keep it chill. You know what I'm saying? Shift Matrix understands perfectly. Yeah, it's all about the energy. It's all about the exchange. It's all about that. It's about the act of community. And that's something that you don't sell. You either understand the act of community or you don't. And that's why ultimately it's the bullshit filter. It's the asshole filter. People who don't get it, you're not going to be able to explain it to them. They just won't get it. But people who do get it, it's like, yeah, motherfucker, of course. I like being here. People are cool. The music's good. Host keeps me company. Fucking right, I'll put $2 a month or $5 a month. It's like it goes without question for some people. But you got to find the right people. You got to go through 19 who think it's crazy to find one who gets it. Guess what? That's worth it. It's good to be picky. All right. So, why don't I play you something that I just kind of like... I was looking for the Charles Bradley record that Nelson just requested, and saw this James Booker LP. I fucking love James Booker. New Orleans pianist, big drug addict, very openly gay, and by all accounts a fuck up of a human being, but man, what he started with the music. So he only visited LA once and recorded while he was there. So they took him to one of the big studios, Capitol Studios or whatever, and it's like, look, you're here, so let's record you. There's a whole bunch of instruments here. What instruments do you want to play? The dude had a choice of anything. What does he do? He goes for an old-style fucking tack piano. The guy could have played grand pianos. He could have played whatever he wanted. Professional studios, right? They have all the instruments, and it's like for major label, Paramount. He goes for a tack piano. That basically the hammers of the piano are made of some kind of metal, so they sound a certain way. They sound amazing. He gets behind it and fucking completely demolishes the song. So that's the song I think I'm going to play for you, man. I'm going to play you a tune called So Swell When You're Well, which I've played before. It's my favorite James Booker tune. But you want to swing New Orleans style? Baby, put on your dancing shoes. This guy's going to get it going. Check this. Oh, it's slipping. I don't want this song to slip. still refuse to fix my turntable with this mat, but this one won't slip. Listen.
I love you, honey. Hate to see something about you seem to worry me. Today you love me, honey, tomorrow you don't. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. It's 'cause you're so swell.
Does anybody know what this is? What's this?
You so swell.
When you well.
Very swell. When you well. So swell, mama, when you well. Just didn't take so long. Oh, no, oh, you just let take so long. Well, mama, when you well.
All right. I love the quote. You dug it up, trucker.
Keep rolling.
Dr. John described Booker James as the best black, gay, one-eyed, junkie piano genius he ever heard. That's exactly right. The dude was amazing. He used to walk around with like an eye patch. And the legend has it that the way he lost his eye was he owed a lot of money to a drug dealer, and the drug dealer basically gave him an option. You can either cut off a finger or take an eye. You're not paying me, I'm taking your finger or I'm taking your eye. He couldn't do fingers because he's a piano player, so he let him have the eye. As far as I know, out of nowhere, he just one day shows up with a fucking eye patch. These are the kind of guys that I love. I only know one song in the Triangle. Do you know what? Tell me if you recognize this song. It's the start of a song. What song is it? I want to know if it actually sounds like what I want it to sound like. And yeah, okay, there you go. Rush. I was just wondering if like you could hear what I hear in my own fucking head. I didn't do too many puppies. I still have to practice. I just got the Triangle, but I learned the Rush song. You see? You can do something with a triangle. Now I know Rush. YYZ. Incidentally, YYZ is the code for Toronto's Pearson Airport. That's what it's named after. The worst airport in the world right now. Oh, let's see if I can do shout. Can I do shout? I forgot about that. Now, how is it? I don't fucking know how to do shout. I'm gonna have to practice, Rachel. These are advanced lessons. Alright. We having a good time, yes? Happy? Good. Sundays seems to be the spot for a lot of you. We kind of all chill out, wind down, drink a little bit. We do things, you know? Lots of new people find the show too. I'm pretty sure they'll like it if they listen. I mean, unless they're expecting the same damn thing, you know? Alright. I'm gonna get on the jazz now, alright? How about some Freddie Hubbard? This is a record I've been meaning to play for you guys for a long time. Actually, I thought I picked this record last week and I took another one. Just First Light is the one I went for, but this one was the one I wanted. Keep Your Soul Together, 1973. The cover's amazing. It's basically Freddie Hubbard sitting on a lip sofa. Not sure how many of you know this, but I'm guessing that many of you have seen the Lips sofa. Do you know who created that? I'll give you a hint. It's the same guy who created the lobster telephone. Anybody? This is where all the art horrors come out. It's like, oh, I know this answer. Art Jeopardy. Fucking right. Salvador Dali. Salvador Dali invented the Lips couch and the lobster telephone. Both completely kind of useless functionally, but goddamn do they look good. So, been meaning to play this one, recorded at Van Gelder Studios in Hackensack, New Jersey. The most popular jazz recording studio in history. That's fair to say. More popular than Abbey Road? Yeah. I'm absolutely 1,000,000% certain that more jazz records have been recorded in Hackensack, New Jersey than in Abbey Road. This is the place, you know? I've seen the Dali exhibits too. I've seen both as well. I'm a big Dali guy. Motherfuck. All right. Here's some Freddie Hubbard. 1973. Keep Your Soul Together. I've never seen the Dali jewelry exhibit. No. Here's the first request for Nelson Chicharani's. We're gonna hear some Gabor Zabo. Happy birthday, Nelson! Here's your archive. Go pick yourself a song, friends. So happy to be here with you. Jazz guitarist right here, man. Gabor Zabo. Love everything he does. Slap. Didn't know that it was called a Vibra Slap until a couple of years ago. That's the instrument that goes. Ozzy Osbourne uses it also on Crazy Train. That might be the first time I ever heard it. Please take my age into account. I was not alive to listen to these records when they first came out. A Vibra Slap is like a triangle. I mean, what else are you going to do with it? It makes the same fucking sounds. You know? All right. We're going to get to another one of Nelson's requests. He picked some Stanley Turrentine. He picked some good jazz. He picked some Lee Morgan, Charles Bradley, Billie Holiday. We got tunes. We'll be okay. We got some Joni Mitchell coming up. Abdul Jabbar, fucking right. Some Charles Mingus. Who is it? One of you? I forgot who it was, but one of you found Charles Mingus cumbia and jazz fusion in a cheapie bin. Like, it's not even like they were selling it for $3, $4, $5 or something like that. You know how crazy that made me? It's because I have the album Cumbia and Jazz Fusion. I think it's an amazing record. If you guys want to do a side spin of the tune Cumbia and Jazz Fusion, it's going to be $50. It's an entire side, but it's amazing. It's like a 30-minute song, and it's fucking so worth it. So worth it. An album from the 70s, so like his picks, like what's it called? Mingus's 70s stuff doesn't get, to me, in my opinion, Mingus's 70s stuff doesn't get nearly the recognition it deserves. I think it's really damn good. Changes 1 and 2, Mingus moves, get Mingus moves at all costs. These are like considered, no. The stuff you want is you want the Atlantic stuff, which of course is true. All the early shit, you want all that, sure. But don't fucking sleep on the 70s stuff. The 70s Mingus is really good. Cumbia and Jazz Fusion, I'm pretty sure that if you guys listen to it, Nelson was born exactly 9 months after his mom's birthday. You see that? He took her out to dinner and then he fucking smashed her. And then what happens? Nelson pops out. And the world hasn't been the same since. This guy. So yeah, look, let me challenge you to fucking crowdfund something good. If you don't know it, I want to see how many of you are going to put up a blind for it. Charles Mingus, man. Cumbia and Jazz Fusion. You want that shit. I promise you do. Who's going to put the first 5 in to get it started? We got jazz. Don't worry about it. We got music, man. Not going anywhere. You remember how it used to be for the virus broadcasts that kind of like keep it at around 3 hours? Mind you, the shows always went over 3 hours. A big part of that had to do with the fact that the streak, kind of like had to manage energy and stuff. But now I just let the shows end whenever. More often than not, they end between midnight and 2 o'clock in the morning. So my favorite part about it is that you don't feel, I don't feel rushed. You know what I mean? It allows me to settle into a vibe. It's an important thing for me, man. Just vibing with people, like big time. Abdul Jabbar put in the first 10, going in blind. I promise. Well, no. You know when I sell a record, right? I'm telling you, it's not your typical Mingus. That's not true. It's fucking typical Mingus, but it's not the popular Mingus. But I promise it's fucking mind-blowing. We've played this before. I've played it, and the song blows my mind. I've been listening to Cumbia and Jazz Fusion for like 30 years. But I've played it for the show, too, and we crowdfunded it the first time around, and people's minds were blown. I mean, obviously enough for somebody to go out and buy it. Who is it that found this record for $5? Makes me crazy. Oh, you're gonna like it. I have very nearly all of Charles Mingus's records, so this is the spot, man. He's likely my favorite jazz composer. That's saying a lot. Yeah, I know. Coltrane, Miles Davis, I know. Dudes, I know. Fucking Ornette Coleman. But Mingus is the guy that made me a jazz fan. Mingus is what made me get it. So, we're going to be playing that. All right? Let's get our crowd funded first. We got the first 10 on. Let's see who makes up the last 40. Show your interest. Throw in a $5. For me, if you don't know it and it's blind, that makes it even better. Because I'm giving you something you've never experienced before, and you're going to remember, yeah, I put it in blind for it, and it's like, fuck, it was amazing. And it might be a record that you wind up buying in your own record collection. I like selling you on music. I really do. I don't always feel like it. But when I do, I feel like I do a good job of it. Like if I try to sell you on a song, it's not because I'm hustling for the show. It's because I feel like it's my passion. You know what I mean? I feel it for real. So, I want you guys to feel it too. I'm not sure anybody's been burned, man. I get excited about records. Usually it's the good ones. I mean, the really, the ones that mean something to me at least. It's fun to sell records. It is. It is fun to sell you on the music. It is fun to sell you on the crowdfund when I'm in the mood. You know what I mean? It's got to come from a good place. This one comes from a good place. I'm really happy to be here. I'm looking up and down for my fucking vaporizer. I just cleaned it and I want to have a smoke with you. But I can't find my vaporizer right now. And I haven't rolled anything. Doesn't matter because we have music to keep us company. Another Chicharrone's pick. I love you, my brother. You're a good one. We've been friends for a while, haven't we? Before we did the shows, fucking Nelson was around. Nelson was the first person I met in California. He traveled with his fucking uncle to come and see me. And we wound up hanging out and going record shopping. Never met before. I think it's fair to say, not a single uncomfortable fucking moment with that guy. Like immediately when we met, it's like, hey, dude. Yeah, we know each other. And it's been like that since. With all of you, right? I mean, is that fair to say? Considering I think I'm a fairly grumpy guy, I think. I mean, those of you who have seen me in person, how many of you have seen me lose my temper in person? If you've been to Montreal and if you've been to San Francisco, you've seen me lose my fucking temper. So I'm grumpy. I know I am. Just don't sit on the chairs, not the dude's chair. But I try to explain that. I think what it is that I do for this is that I try to manage expectations when people meet me or when they do this show kind of thing. I fucking yelled at Pizza Boy. I told him, dude, if you guys don't stop climbing all over my chair, I'm going to lose my shit. In the middle of a show, I said it. What? We uncomfortable, me and him? Fuck no. Fuck no. That's what makes the friendship. You're allowed to get upset with each other. So what? You know? The minute it is that you start being the type of person that if you got something on your heart, you don't say it, guess what? People are going to expect that. Every time you don't say something, and then when you say something, you're going to shock people. Fuck that. Be yourself. That means being fucking brave enough to be the imperfect part of yourself. That doesn't give you permission to just behave like a prick indiscriminately. That's not what it's about. It gives you the leeway to be a human being and not be fake. Not have to fucking feel like you got to put your best foot forward. That's nonsense to me. And if you can't yell at your friends, you ain't friends. That's right. I believe that shit. I believe it. Janice has gotten pissed off at me. She's fucking pissed me off. So what? So what? You know? We're friends. I know she loves me. I love her. She knows it. Pizza boy, you're my guy. No matter what, you're my guy. Understand that. That doesn't change. I'm going to yell at you when I... It's not because I'm yelling at you. It's because it's who I am. It's just I'm a grumpy dude. You know what I mean? And if I have to feel like I have to watch what I have to say, I'd rather not be around you at all. If I got to watch it, it doesn't mean... You know what I'm saying? It's just... In your bubble, in your personal bubble, you have to be able to be yourself. You have to be able to be completely comfortable with yourself. That means that bubble, you maybe can't hang out with everybody because you can't be who you are with everybody. But that bubble, man, that's the important thing. And to me, that's what I want to do with Vinyl Junkies. I want that bubble. You guys are it. You're my bubble people. We're bubbleating together. Who's got the next 10? Let's see other requests. You're still confused. Well, why don't you keep listening and you'll see for yourself, Nick Schaefer. Old school radio, baby. That's what this is. Gonzo radio. Difference is that we talk to each other. It's a community that hangs out and listens to music. For somebody whose blood type is wheat plus, isn't that weird, though? He's not wrong. That's kind of a weird thing, right? I'm a stoner. I mean, is that fair to say? But I'll still go off like a pack of hemorrhoids. I'll fucking flare up like a pack of hemorrhoids sometimes. All right, guys, let's do Nelson's set, okay? Stanley Turrentine, Salt Song. Great, great, great album. From 1971, I believe. Schaefer, stick around. If you like it, you'll know. If you don't like it, you'll move on, and that's okay, too. We're good. Welcome to Jazz Sunday. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. Better. I found my vaporizer. My vaporizer's battery is on 2 bars, so it should last me for the rest of the year. It should last me okay. Some reason my vaporizer charger is not working right now. I'm sure that it's just unplugged or something, but I gotta go under and do all of that. As long as I got enough charge to smoke a few with you guys, I'm okay. Because I really feel like doing that. Feels good to be here, right? This fucking mic, I always have it in my face. WNBC! You enjoying the show? Are we good? I hope so. I still have to go dig up that Charlie Mingus record that I'm trying to sell on you guys. Cumbia and Jazz Fusion. I want to see if I'm going to be able to succeed. And once I succeed, I want to see the people who actually put in and see what they think. Was it worthwhile? Was it not worth it? I mean, listen, for $5 or $10, you're going to get a half an hour of music. So, there's going to be a lot of music, you know what I mean? Moving on with our Chicharron set for his birthdays. Born exactly 9 months after his mom's birthday. She went out to dinner, and Daddy Chicharrones lay down upon her. They prayed together, and 9 months later, Nelson was born. Happy birthday, Nelson. You dear, dear boy. Alone in a manger, the little boy Jesus down in the shed. You ever hear that song? Could I ask a question that's indiscreet? Maybe. Do you find that you build up a tolerance to hot sauce? Like I noticed, for example, like I'm addicted to hot sauce right now, like really badly. I gotta have it every day. But I used to wake up with fucking Mr. Spicy, right? Mr. Spicy is that little fucking surprise, flaming arsehole. Burns like crazy. And my shits don't burn no more. I've been doing all right. That's weird. Is it like me just in my own head, but my asshole doesn't burn anymore? That was the worst part about the fucking hot sauce addiction. Mr. Spicy. I hate it. Do you take flaming turds, Uma? Is that what happens to you? Tell us about your turds. After you have hot sauce, how are they? Do you get visited by Mr. Spicy? Mr. Spicy. That's the best fucking name for like hot sauce shits ever. Yeah, that's because you eat that shit every day, you see? So it just shows. That's Uma. Hardcore pepperhead. Mr. Spicy never visits her. The asshole is only for pleasure. All right. Let's get to a most excellent trumpet player. Of course, Miles Davis. Of course. I mean, we heard Freddie Hubbard, too. He's pretty damn great. But Lee motherfucking Morgan. This dude's the bomb. I love him so much. Blue Note's been doing a good job of reissuing tons of their stuff. So there's a lot of Lee Morgan stuff that came out on the Tone Poet series. This was one of them. This is a record that actually originally came out in the 80s. Was never released back in the time, but they packaged it like an old Blue Note record. You take a look at his hair. You see the what's it called? The bangs that he has and stuff. What that is basically a comb over. He combed his hair over, like when he used to perform in these. Whenever you see his hair like this, he grew his head out. He grew his hair out and combed it over a burn that he had on his head, because this guy was like a big heroin addict. So at one point he passed out and he fell asleep next to the radiator, and the fucking radiator burnt into his face. So that's what he's covering up with this beautiful haircut. Did you know? Did you know he was murdered by his wife? It's true. I think it's still on Netflix, the documentary. It's called I Called Him Lee. It's about how his wife killed him. It goes into his heroin addiction. It goes into all of that. It's a good movie. It's worth watching. So for those of you who think that you've watched everything on Netflix, yeah, go look for it, man. All right. Yeah, well, heroin addict, dude. I mean, heroin's trouble. Heroin's trouble, you know. But some people believed somehow that's where it is that people like Charlie Parker got his magic from, because he was doing heroin, which of course is bullshit. But yeah, the documentary's called I Called Him Lee. It's great. Worth watching. All right, so we're going to listen to the trumpet player that this documentary is about. His name is Lee Morgan. I'm going to tell you the rest of the lineup on this for you jazz people. Hank Mobley on tenor saxophone. Hank Mobley's a big name. Cedar Walton on piano. The one and only Mr. Paul Chambers on the bass. And Billy Higgins on the drums. So, pretty strong lineup, man. It's pretty great. I'm going to play you the title track called The Raja. Check it. Check it. What's up, Purple Haze? Thanks for your subscription, guys. I appreciate it. These Tone Poets sound spectacular. They are the best reissue series in all reissue series that I've ever had in records. When you collect the old stuff, you're going to come across reissues. You forget that nonsense about, oh, it's got to be only original copies. Yeah. Good luck finding some of this ultra rare stuff that like only 100 copies has been, it's like, it's nice to have originals, but not everything was pressed in mass quantities, so I appreciate good reissues if they're done properly, from original master tapes, mastered for vinyl property, the whole package. In my estimation, not just in jazz, all music, like all, when it comes to vinyl, the Blue Note Tone Poet series is the best series I've ever come across, like ever. Bang for buck, best records you'll get. Not a single one of them sound terrible. All right. Now, I'm going to play you the late 70s. I'm going to play you the 70s Charles Mingus record that turned me into a mega fan. Like, this is where it's like, oh shit, I bought this album when I started getting into Mingus, however many years ago, like 1990 or something, 92, something like that. And my listen started with Mingus Aum, which I loved. From there, I had this 2 LP set of CDs from the Atlantic years. I played that damn thing everywhere, and that's where I really got to know the catalog more. And then I began realizing it's like, when it comes to Mingus, I think I like everything, so I started buying all of it on CD. And I remember seeing this CD, bought it at Cheap Thrills, cost me $9.99, I remember. And it wound up, over all of those years during my 20s onwards, being definitely one of the most played Mingus records in my entire catalog. I think very highly of the record. The record I'm trying to get you guys to crowdfund is this one here. The only way it's going to happen is if you crowdfund it. I'm offering you a musical adventure here. A nice long one too. 27 minutes and 58 seconds, so 28 minutes of music. This is what it is that I want to do for the album sides. We have to hit $50 in order to get there, in order for you to be able to catch it. And at that point, you're going to get an experience. We're going to take a nearly 30-minute ride on a Mingus tune that's, I think, every bit as good as the hype I'm giving it. Certainly, in my opinion, every bit as good as the hype, for me. So, if you guys want it, put up for it, and let's get her done. Of course, I have to get the links up properly, and I'm not doing that right. There it is. Let's do it like that. Alright? Blazma, actually, if anything, I think you're kind of annoying. You're not a patron, you're a guest, and you're kind of an annoying guest. Not talking about music, all you're doing is putting up these things. You understand what I'm saying? You know who the good guests are? The ones who actually dig what we do and wind up integrating themselves into the conversation. You understand? It's about having a conversation. It's not about just... It's about having a conversation. So those who do that, they find that they have a pleasant experience combined with good music, and what happens? They wind up becoming patrons. You understand? You're putting up all of those things, you're asking kind of dumb questions. I'm feeling like you got your free pass tonight and you're kind of wasting it. Are you a music guy? So then have a conversation about music. Thompson, I have bad news for you guys on YouTube. You're going to have to come join us on Twitch. I already got the message that makes it. I don't know if he's a troll yet. It's just somebody who's not saying very much online. And I told you, I curate this community. And that includes for you too, Mark Stebbins, because you're not a patron either. But you can be my guest. I'm good with you being my guest. Right? What you do is you kind of have a trial period for new people, and you hang out, and you see if they like you, and you see if the community likes them. And if they do, hey man, come be a part of it. It's worked extremely well. Wouldn't you say? But it's okay if you don't decide to be a patron. I'm okay with that. If you like it, and you're really one of the music nerds, you're going to want to. Those are the ones I'm looking for. I believe it. So Mark, enjoy yourself. I mean it. If you like it, become a patron. But take your trial. Go on your trial run. It might not be for you. As a matter of fact, I can tell you, I might fucking flare up like a pack of hemorrhoids. Get mad at somebody. So. Alright. Let me play you this Mingus Moves record. YouTube. This record is on Atlantic usually. We don't get bothered when it's Atlantic Records, but we'll see. I may have to shut off the stream on YouTube, so save yourself the trouble, come to Twitch, and everything will be okay. Dude, I may play Britney Spears, I'm telling you. I've played Lady Gaga, I've played Madonna, I play everything. You got the wrong guy, man. I don't care about trends. I'll play fucking Justin Bieber if I like it. I buy my records. So, I make more commitment to the art than most people who talk about what's good and what's not. If I paid to buy the fucking record, I'll listen to it as often as I want. I don't care. The Monkees were a boy band. Guess what? They're awesome. I want it that way. Ain't nothing but a party. Ain't nothing but a chicharrone. I want it that way. The Monkees are fucking awesome, but they're a boy band. That's what I'm saying. The Archies are awesome. Bubblegum Pop is fucking amazing. Mark, just trust me on something. You're in the right spot. You're going to decide if you become a patron or not, and we're going to see. But you're in the right spot. If you're going to talk about Monkees have 12 albums, you're probably in your right spot. Yes. We're that kind of crowd. Thing is we sometimes also talk about the 12 albums Slayer put out. And Merzbow. Did I tell you about Merzbow? For now, we're going to stick to the jazz. Mingus Moves. Incredible record. I'm going to play you the first two songs, as a matter of fact, because I really want you to get a feel for why I liked this as much as I did. And it'll give you a feel for why it is that you should trust me when I'm putting Mingus, Cumbia, and Jazz Fusion up for crowdfund. It's like, okay. It might be that good. I'll put up a blind 10. I'll put up a blind 5. Let's hear more of this stuff. That's what I want. This next one is from 1974. So one of his last albums. He died in 78. I'm going to play you the first two songs. So good. I hope that you guys agree. Mr. Charles Mingus. Yeah, baby. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, friends. I'm all packed here. Family bong! love my triangle. It looks like I just sold Shift Matrix. I'm gonna ask your honest opinion after if you think it was worth it for a blind 10. Shift Matrix, it's a blind 10 that you put in for that Mingus, right? You don't know it? I almost prefer it coming from people who don't know it. Let's go, we're at 20 bucks. Let's go, let's get it. Mark Stebbins, I guess you think it's worth it to become a patron too? Joni Mitchell and Mingus is still coming. Yes, sir. I haven't forgotten your set. We're vibing, man. Thanks for your follow. New people, I'm glad you dig it. I'm like a fucking triangle prodigy. The triangle prodigy, San Panacchio. Thank you for your subscription. Furia Roja Belmont. Halfway there, folks. You'll hear the next song. The next song is a change of pace, but it's so good. Sorry, YouTube. We gotta say goodbye, man. Come join us on Twitch. By the way, next Friday, Old Man listens to Black Midi, doing the new Black Midi record. See you on the other side, YouTube. I'll put up the Twitch link soon.